Welcome to Coffee Break with Trail Youth. Welcome to Coffee Break with Trail Youth. I'm here with the entirety of our podcasting team for Coffee Break with Trail Youth. I'm Derek Stevens. I'm a junior at Two Rivers. My life motto is to live as only you can. My hobbies are to play music, play and make music, to do exercise and physical sports, and then also play D&D. And I want to become a psychologist. This is...
Hi, I'm Trinity. I'm a sophomore at Mount Si High School. My hobbies are reading and singing, and I am writing a book. And this is...
Alex Ritchie. I'm a junior at Gibson Neck High School, and I like video editing.
I'm Lydia Zure, and I'm a sophomore at Mount Si High School, and I like basketball and sports, and I like writing too.
My name is Jacqueline Huntsinger. I'm a junior at Mount Si High School, and I enjoy playing softball and any other exercise.
I'm Delilah Hubner. I'm a sophomore at Mount Si High School, and I like to play softball and physical activity and draw.
So, Lydia and Jackie, you two first started up the podcast. Why did you guys start it up?
It actually wasn't our idea. It was Kristen's idea. And she brought it up in one of our youth board meetings. And I wasn't very excited about it.
Skeptical about it.
If I'm being honest, I didn't know if it was going to be fun or not. But we started doing it, and I enjoyed that we got to pick the topics we were doing.
Yeah.
I feel like doing the podcast let me say stuff that I wouldn't have said to like parents or friends or anything. I just got to like speak what I wanted. I got to say whatever I wanted to say, and the podcast gave me a voice.
Yeah, and like we've had many achievements with it. Like we've gone to King 5 News multiple times, other little news stations and stuff. Me and Jackie have spoken on them. We also have had like many people reach out to us. Like this one lady from Seattle, she heard about us and wanted to be on the podcast. She wanted just to speak about something traumatic that happened in her life so that she could share her story with people. And she actually said that speaking with us and doing this podcast with us helped bring her healing. Even though it was a long time ago in her past, she got healing from just talking about it. So it's kind of what it does, is it not only gives other people a voice, but also just helps people heal and think things through and just be able to go through life just talking about it with people.
I feel like it's not just the people we interview. We don't just give them a voice, and I feel like it's also teens and other people that don't have the same opportunities that we have right now. I feel like sometimes I get to speak for them and say things that maybe they're too afraid to say, or say things that they can't say.
Yeah.
We give them a voice that they can hear and can relate to, but they don't have to have the fear of being like judged for the words they say or the words they agree with.
So I guess we could say, like, who exactly do we want to be hearing this podcast?
So mainly we want teens and adults to hear this podcast. We want teens to be able to relate to us. So if they're going through a rough time and they think they're alone, or they don't think anybody understands them, they can listen to our podcast and they can realize that we're going through the same stuff, or other people like them are going through the same stuff. We want adults to listen to the podcast because it can allow them to see our perspective and our like everyday life and what we go through every day.
And why we are the moody, hormonal teenagers that we are today.
Yes.
So we chose to name this, our first series, Pop the Bubble. What does Pop the Bubble exactly mean?
Well, we chose Pop the Bubble because the bubble in this case stands for the societal norms that we label people with. There's societal groups like the popular clique, the jocks, nerds. Those are all groups. They're labels, and we categorize people with those labels all the time. And what Pop the Bubble sort of meant, and what its goal is to do, is to take away those labels and pop that bubble. So in high school, you've got the groups of the popular kids, the nerds, the jocks, the whatevers. We want to pop all those bubbles so that the only thing left is they're all high schoolers. They're all people. They're all themselves.
Yeah.
I like what you said. I feel like we say it's a bubble. It's kind of like when you label somebody, give somebody the label of like a jock or whatever. You're just putting them in a bubble, and it really restricts on like what they can do. It limits their potential and what they can do outside of the other bubbles that they are put in.
Yes, so, like, why do we want to talk about this? Well, because as Jacqueline said, we do put them in this bubble. We restrict them. And we want to make it so we free them instead.
And like build confidence, I would say.
Yeah. We want people to be able to be themselves.
And that's really what Trail Youth is all about. We're about allowing people to come in and feel welcome and be themselves. And like at Trail Youth, we try not to make a bubble. We try to make everybody be seen as equal and be seen as like kind of a family.
Yeah, 'cause like everybody has their own unique thing and is different, so why is our difference going to be a bad thing in certain ways? Why can't we just openly share, like, this is my difference and this is who I am? You guys can come and see it. Like, why can't we just do that? And that's what we kind of want to do.
Yeah,
to be able to do that.
We give out our positive affirmations because we want people to feel positive about themselves. And we want to remove the derogatory labels that are given to people. And we're Trail Youth Coffee home. We want to be able to invite people in and make them feel like they're a part of the family too.
Yeah.
This place is a safe place for people to come to when they don't feel safe wherever they are, and this is a place that people can come to if they feel like they need to. It's an open door to people that need it.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about social norms? Because to me, like, it doesn't really affect me as much, but I know a lot of my friends are very much affected by it. So how do you guys feel about it?
I mean, I guess it's okay and stuff, but it kind of gets annoying seeing like the same person and stuff over and over again. Like if you go out there, people are wearing almost the same thing every, like, I don't know, just like each other, you know, similar. But I guess it's kind of just a little bit annoying. Like there's no individuality out there. And, yeah, I think that we should spread our individual self and stuff.
I completely agree with that because people always tell you to be yourself and to be unique, but there's people telling you to be unique, and then literally right next to that is the societal norms, like, oh, you need to look like this, dress like this, act like this. And it's like, well, if I'm trying to be myself and like this, then like, what do I do?
Really being yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
It's confusing and annoying, and nobody likes it. That's why we want to pop the bubble.
Because, like, yeah, if you think about it, you know, if you see it as bubbles, like at school, right? There's the jocks, the nerds, the other little bubbles, right? If you take those away, what do you get? You just get one, like, huge circle. It's just a whole bunch of people, like Derek was saying, and it's just a whole bunch of humans. And that's, like, who we are. Like, we're humans, but, like, there's more to us than just those little tiny things, so might as well just take it away. You can see it as a Thanksgiving dinner. You have friends, you have family, you have a whole bunch of people all at this table, and you're all just talking and having fun with each other and seeing each other for who they are. So why can't we just do that, like, everywhere else that we go, you know?
I feel like people make assumptions of other people, and they just figure out that that's how that person is and who they are. But they don't even know that person. They don't know their life. They don't know their insecurities. They don't know who they are, who they really are. So if people do that, then it's just not fair, because people are who they are, and we are all unique and important in this life. And if you try and just guess who that person is, well, that's not fair.
Yeah, we are all our own people. We all have our own identity. Who is someone who passed by me on the street and only saw me at a glance? Who are they to tell me who I am supposed to be? Who are they to tell me what I am or who I am? What I should wear, what I'm supposed to say, do. What right does a stranger have to tell me what to do at all, really? I'm myself, and I want to be able to make decisions for myself. I'm told to be myself, But as Jacqueline said, then there's the societal norms. Like, you're told to be yourself, but to fit within those societal norms. And it's like, an example I have is like, love is supposedly unconditional. But if you say like you're too much of a quote unquote embarrassment to someone, then they stop loving you. Or if you're out with friends or whatever and you don't fit into all the societal norms, then you go from being loved to being hated. And that's not right. We should be able to be who we want to be without having hundreds of thousands of people who don't even know us or will never even meet us tell us who to be.
Yeah, because like often we get judged for being ourselves and being different. You know, oh, you don't fit in here, so you know that's not a good thing. Boom, you're off to the side. You know, just a whoo, outsider, outcast type of thing. You know, like talking about in school and all. Like we just need to stop judging each other for who we are and just stop this judgment and make an environment where people can just feel safe and like they can just show who they really are. Because this judgment, it ends up hurting people instead of helping them just go out and be themselves. So instead of lifting each other up, we're always putting each other down because of this judgment that keeps going around everywhere. So if we honestly want to have a happy, good environment and let everybody have uniqueness and be able to go out and create some new stuff out in our world, we need to stop judging people and just allow them to be able to go out there and do it.
Right, what you said, like when you said somebody doesn't fit in a group, so they just get kicked out of the group, that literally happens. Like I've seen it happen, it's happened to me. That happens. And that really pushes somebody down. That's what starts other topics like depression and stuff. Like it's a serious issue in our community and in our society. And our goal for the podcast in general, not even just this series, but the whole podcast, is to bring our community together with positivity.
Yeah.
And popping the bubble is a start to take out some of the negativity.
Yeah.
Like, as you guys were both saying, the judging someone by how they appear. I used to wear a trench coat, so a really long black leather trench coat. I am, especially when I have my boots on and not like sneakers, I'm about 6 feet tall with a really long black trench coat. I legitimately had women take their children and go to the other side of the sidewalk, and I've had people cross the street so that they did not have to walk next to me. I also have long hair, which doesn't help either. And right now, I'm currently wearing a jacket that is also still long and has chains on it. But yet, I am a math nerd and I love to play D&D. Would you expect that from someone on the street with a jacket like that? Most likely not. So that's just an example of how people don't always fit a societal norm for that.
And it's not just at school, it's also at work, it's literally everywhere in our world. Usually people say, like they think of it more of just being at the schools. No, it does happen a lot at the schools, but it's everywhere. It's also at your work. It's like right now, wherever you're working, I can guarantee there's some type of bubbles and groups at your work, and that's where you just need to go, boop, I'm different. Pop that thing. Get out.
I mean, my example is literally I was walking on the street.
Yeah, there's that.
And I will be honest, it does hurt when you're walking somewhere and you're just being yourself in your own style and someone crosses the street because they find you, like, intimidating or you think you're going to, like, attack them or whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to allow yourself to be different and try not to care what other people think, even though that is hard. Just trying to go past that and realize that you are your own person and you are you are a good person and you are yourself and you're not all these other people. Even if they're telling you to be something, you can be whatever you want to be.
It's easier said than done.
Oh, most certainly.
But-
Goodness, some days it was really hard to put that trench coat on in the morning.
But you can start doing it by saying it.
Yeah. And that's what the affirmations are for. There's a positive thing when you read it. Someone is telling you you are courageous or whatever is on your coffee cup when you come in and read it.
You're courageous, you're brave, you are valued, and you
Not
are
alone.
loved.
Yeah, you're not
You're not
alone in
alone.
this world, man. You connect with people.
Okay, so today we touched a little bit we just scratched the surface on what our series is going to be about. So we're going to post our first episode of the series this Monday, the 9th, and followed with second episode on Wednesday. So we have 8 episodes. We're going to post on Thursday. Sorry. Monday and Thursday. We have 8 episodes. We're gonna post 2 a week, and yeah, just check us out. We're Coffee Break with Trail Youth. You can find us on almost every single place you listen to podcasts. If you can't find us, go ahead and look us up on our website, trailyouth.com, and you'll find it there too.
We're a lot of fun to listen to, so come in and check it out.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Instagram
yeah.
and Facebook too.
We got that too.
See you next time.
Thank you
Bye.
guys.